Thank you for visiting DreamWellHomes.com. Today we're with Dave Stapleton of First Choice Bank, and we're going to talk about some of the programs that might help some of our senior buyers. So Dave, what do you have that might be beneficial for senior buyers who might be watching this?
I think probably the most common loan program for seniors that's been around is the reverse mortgage, okay? And typically in the past it's gotten a bad name, as if you wanted to look back 10 years ago and stuff like that, there were some unscrupulous people out there taking advantage of the seniors. But I think with HUD taking over the programs and more regulations that have come in, the reverse mortgage is a very, very safe mortgage. I think if you look at the publicity that used to be done, it was all negative. And now if you look, there's a lot of positive articles and information about the reverse mortgages, okay?
So how does it work? How can it benefit seniors?
Well, if a senior's sitting on, let's say, a lot of equity in their property, they've owned it for a long time, they're on a fixed income, they're not, they're living month to month or paycheck to paycheck, they can turn that monthly payment that they're making on a mortgage and do a reverse refinance, and then based on the equity that they have in their property, they will not have a mortgage payment for the rest of their life. Okay, they can actually even set it up if they have enough equity where they're actually can turn that payment into an annuity, and they're actually getting income from that equity and have something to improve their quality of life. Okay, the biggest change that we've seen recent years and more prevalent today is people taking advantage of the reverse purchase. Okay, the reverse purchase is somebody over 62 years of age that has let's say they have a lot of equity in their property. They want to downsize from a 2 or 3 level house into a single family.
Which happens all the time.
Which happens all the time. Take that equity and put it into a reverse purchase. Again, it's a minimum usually of 35% down, but that equity will get them into a property. There's no qualifying with regard to debt ratio or credit or income, okay? And like I said, it's the same benefits. You're going to end up with no payment on that property. You're going to be living payment free for the rest of your life. What happens when they're at the end and to move on? A year or so, once that event happens, then the family members or the heirs would have to pay off that loan or refinance it within a year. Okay. The good thing about it is that they're never going to owe more than what the original loan amount plus interest would be. Okay. They're not going to over encumber the property, lose the property.
What if the value of the property goes down?
That doesn't matter. They're still never going to be able to lose that property to a foreclosure with reduced value or anything else. Okay. When the amount that they owe is going to be based on what the value is at the time. Okay. So it has been protected that way.
Okay. 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 Anything else you'd like to add about what?
I would say people, especially seniors, don't be afraid. Okay. I mean, actually, there's tools out there to make your quality of life a lot better. There's a lot of compliance and regulations that's been built in to protect them. So look at it as a viable option to improve your quality of life. Okay.
So I'm a senior, I'm home shopping, or I'm thinking of making a change. I think it would be wise of me maybe to look at 2 different options. Yeah. A standard type of loan or a reverse mortgage, and weigh the 2 against each other.
I can give you a specific example of that. I had a gentleman in here last week that was in a situation where he had a structured pay coming in. It was just starting, so the documentation passed was going to be hard to put together. So I was, on the mortgage side, I was having a difficult time. We turned it around and said, let's look at a reverse purchase, and it fell together and actually closed the transaction last week.
Great. That sounds great, Dave. So how can seniors get more information about these type of programs?
Honestly, just fill out the form at the bottom, and we'll get them the information pertinent to if it's a refinance or a purchase that they're looking at.
Okay, great.
Yeah, real good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.